the fam, that's what they call me. Promise that you never be lonely. Be the fam, that's what they call me.
What's up, guys? It is Ty Perkins, the Bearded Dad, and today we're going to be taking a look at one of the best budget EDC knives out there on the market, and in my opinion, probably one of the best knives that I've carried in my pocket. What is it? I'm glad you asked. It is the Ontario Rat Model 1 in OD green. Let's hit that walk around film. Alright guys, we're back. Hopefully you enjoyed that stop motion walk around of the Ontario Rat. Let me tell you, this found its way into my pocket probably 2-3 months ago, maybe even more than that. Mainly just because I had that itch of wanting a new knife. And I wanted a knife that I've heard about, I've seen. People take pictures, post Instagram, pocket dumps, other reviews, and I wanted to try it myself. I was walking through Walmart one day, and sure enough, in their little knife cabinet, they had one. I looked at the price and I said, you know what? I can afford that. I can spare that 20, I think it was 27 bucks, I believe is what I paid for it at Walmart in store. And so I picked it up. I brought it home. I could have gotten like I said, this is the AUS 8 version. I could have gotten the D2 and spent a little bit more. I believe it's 37 bucks for the D2 version, but I chose to go with the AUS 8 for a couple reasons. Reason one, the AUS 8 was available in store. I could put my hands on it and I could physically take it home. So that was a huge factor, is I didn't have to wait for it. I didn't have to have it shipped. I didn't have to worry about it getting lost in the mail. I could pick it up in store right then and there and bring it home. The second factor was what I do for a living, where I work around water, moisture, and stuff like that. The D2 is a little bit more prone to rust, and I didn't want that to happen. AUS 8's a little bit more carefree. I'm not saying it's like you just leave it alone and you can dunk it in water and it's fine. It's a little bit more carefree. I still do take care of the knife, wipe it off, make sure it's dry. But I've cut watermelons, I've cut pizza, I've food prepped, I've fried things, I've cut packages, I've cut twine. So this knife has literally been used every single day since I brought it home. It's not just a pocket queen. I use it. The only thing that I've done to it out of the package is move the pocket clip from the other side, and onto this side, bringing it tip up. It's just how I wanted to carry it. It made more sense with the draw out of the pocket that I had my finger on the thumb stud and I could deploy it. Now, when I say a sub $30 knife and you see an action like that and a lockup, it's amazing. You don't get that. This has not been touched. It rides on bronze bearings. Actually, it's two different, or not bearings, but washers. It has bronze and I believe Teflon in there. So two different washer material, and it closes shut on its own. It's a fantastic knife. It's a liner lock, and this is the OD green. I like OD green. Centering is fantastic. Why AUS 8? Well, easy to sharpen. It holds an edge. Not as brittle, and fairly rust resistant. Like I said, I've used it for almost everything. Food prep, normal work stuff, and everything like that. But let's look at a size comparison, right? So that's the Model 1. So my other go-to EDC knife for a long time was the CRKT Folding Razzle. I love this thing. It was a workhorse. Blunt tip, you can scrape, you can pry, you can cut. It has a lock on the back with a liner lock. Micarta handles. It's a beautiful knife, works great. Other one that I was using for a long time as a dual knife, it's a little bit smaller, is the Gerber US1, and this is FRN handles. It's a lock back, but size comparison, you can see it's not as big. It's not as a big boy or chunk as the CRKT Folding Razzle is, but it is size-wise folded up about the same, a little bit longer. Now blade length on it, since they're two different blade styles, you can see there is a difference on the length. But man, once it's in your pocket, it disappears. It's there, it wants to work. I haven't had an issue with it. I've, like I said, cut letters, I've cut twine, I've cut rope, paracord, zip ties, everything you can imagine I've done with it, and I enjoy it. Like I said, Walmart, I believe on their website they had the brown handled ones for 30 some. In store they had the green for 27-ish, or you can go with the D2. They also make the Model 2. I don't have it. I have the Model 1 because I wanted the bigger knife, because it filled out my hand better. I don't have big hands, I don't have small hands, but this one filled the hands. Nice jimping back on the spine, a very thick spine. It's just comfortable, it's ergonomic. If you need to get in there and do work, you can choke up, you can do the fine work, or you can get in and actually do the big stuff. The knife will do it all. As far as an EDC knife, this is, in my opinion, probably one of the best budget EDC knives out there. And there could be others. I know there's so many different brands. And that's what's awesome, is once you find the one that you want, rock it. I've been rocking this for months, and this is a staple to my EDC. So guys, that's what I have for you. Ontario Rat Model 1. Do I recommend it? I do. But I would also have you go look at the Model 2, because it is a smaller variant. It's not as big. It might be a better suited knife for you if you're not a big knife fan. But until next time, guys, I'll catch you later. And the next review should let's see, I believe it's Honest Ape and the War of 1812. So we'll go to a beer product, and then after that back to EDC. So guys, until then, bye.